Malolele, kia ora, hi everyone, this is Alice Gutta coming to you on our 30-day gut challenge. So what that means is we want to avoid those diseases as diabetes 2, the stomach ulcers, stomach cancer, liver, pancreas, all those illnesses. We want to avoid that. So we are going to learn over the next 30 days about how to make our gut digestive system healthy. And the sources that we are going to is all the specialist, digestive specialist doctors like Peggy Parker, Dr Hiromi Shinya, and I've got his book and reading it through, and I'm going to share that information with you. So today I'm going to share a bit about his story. So he's Japanese, he works 6 months in Tokyo, 6 months in America, New York, and then as a result of that, he brings that Eastern and Western perspective into his human health work. And he wrote this book, and within a few months of publication, he wrote it in Japanese. He sold 2 million copies in Japan, and now they've translated that to English, thank God. And so a little bit about his story, and then I'll finish off. So his story is that he came from Japan to America with his wife and young baby girl, and he went to work in Beth Israel Medical Center. Okay, with that, when they shifted to America, his child developed rash all over her skin and was really itchy and always miserable. And then they had a baby boy, and soon after his birth, he also developed a rash and had skin disorders. Okay, so he looked at the Western diet and the Japanese diet, and he found that in Japan, they have hardly any dairy food in their diet, whereas in America and in Australia and New Zealand, we are encouraged to have a lot of dairy products and drink a lot of milk. So, you know, nothing against these products, but I'm telling you his story because I think I can relate to his stories, and I know that a lot of you can relate to his story as well. So, his wife was also diagnosed with lupus. She would get anemic, be really weak and tired, and go really pale. So when he decided to take his kids off the dairy products, the cow's milk in particular, then their skin rashes went away, and they weren't itchy anymore. So he realized that his kids were allergic to cow's milk, and his wife was diagnosed with lupus. Well, when she was growing up in Japan, she went to a Western school, and they gave her a lot of cow's milk to drink. So her immune system had to deal with that cow's milk that she wasn't predisposed to. It caused an allergic reaction in her body, and the immune system had to deal with it all the time, constantly, every time she had that cow's milk. So it depleted her immune system, and then she was open to that overactive thyroid immune deficiency disease, lupus. So my kids, I relate to that story because when I breastfed my first 2 children, boys, for 3 or 4 months, and then they came off the breast milk, they went on cow's milk. They went on cow's formula, cow's milk to drink as they grew older. But then they developed eczema, they developed asthma, and my second son, he was in and out of hospital every few months with acute asthma attack, and he had to be nebulized. So I can think that's as a result of drinking that cow's milk. Because being a Pacific Islander, our heritage is that we grew up on the islands, our forefathers, and they drank a lot of coconut milk, which is a food in itself. Then we come to New Zealand, Australia, America, and we drink cow's milk, and then most of our kids develop eczema, asthma, skin disorders, rashes. So this is great reading this book and learning this, because we can change our diet to avoid those digestive issues, allergies. Okay, our children don't need to go through that, and we don't need to go through that. And then when I was going through divorce the first time, I developed, my hair was falling out in the shower, and then I went to the doctors, and they told me that I had Graves' disease, which is overactive thyroid, and it's again immune deficiency disorder. So changing my diet, exercise, again, I can relate to this information, and I know a lot of you can relate to that information as well, and we can help a lot of people eliminate eczema, asthma, through, and a lot of digestive diabetes too, by changing our diet. And we can go to, I can share with you information from this book to do that. Okay, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're strong, you've got this. Whatever you put your mind to, that's what you're going to get. And we are going to get a healthy gut and have a healthy, long life. Love you.